Radio check. Radio check, radio check. Yes, face cam. Oh, we're trying something new today. Hello. Face reveal, yeah, definitely. Hello, everybody. Hey, Gary's up there in the grid. Yes, we are live. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, you're gonna see my ugly mug today. So hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Racing Statistics YouTube channel. I'm gonna close the stream because I cannot bear to see my face, but yeah, welcome back to the Racing Statistics YouTube channel for today's Canadian Grand Prix race. Hi, nice to meet you. Yes. What's up? Hello. Haas 5th and 6th. It's so beautiful. Indeed it is. It is. It is. It's Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to everyone who is a father who is in here. This is a problem, actually. I cannot hear the stream. Okay. let me try something. Input mode. Oh god. Ah, there we go. Let me see. Output device. Ah, shit. Why is there no audio? Yeah, I cannot hear anything. Okay. Input device. Yep. Hey, there we go. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so technical problems are good to go. And yeah, hello. I expected you to have longer hair. Well, I don't. Yeah, this is my usual amount of hair, and this is my room. Yeah, I have an orange wall. It's good, and I have this right here, ready for the podium. You know. Wow, now you sound so different. Do I? Yeah, I switched the microphone. I was actually with the headphones microphone, and now I switched to the microphone. So yeah. Okay, so we are going to get going in just a few minutes. So a lot to talk about today. Facecam and different graphics. I think the graphics are the same. Yes, they are. Ryan is a Max fan. No. This is a Kimoa hat. Look, Kimoa. El plan is now in effect. Effect with an E, King Chu. Cheers. Hello, Esteban Garcia. Where's the reverse cap on your head? What do you mean? Oh, you mean this? Do you want to see the Alonso logo? Yeah. So yeah, let's talk about Formula One, okay? So today we are going to have a hell of an interesting race. Yesterday's qualifying was anything to go by. There's a bit of a shake-up in today's race. Of course, it's not going to be to the same extent today because, well, it's not raining. It's extremely sunny today. There's not a single cloud there in the sky, so it's going to be a little bit different. But the thing is, qualifying positions are definitely going to be important for today. Let me see just a sec there. Max Verstappen, of course, is starting from pole position. That is going to be a super interesting move all across the race to see if he can keep the lead. From second place starter, where is he going to finish? Fernando Alonso, and then Carlos Sainz right behind. Lewis Hamilton's going to have to do a lot of work to keep the Haas behind, and most importantly, George Russell, his teammate who's starting in 8th place. Esteban Ocon, a great start for him as well, with the other Alpine in P7. Zhou Wenyu starting in the top 10 for the first time in his Formula One career, of course. And then, yeah, around the back, we have Checo Perez in 13th place, going to have to make his way up the grid, hoping to score some decent points for the team today. And the other one is going to be Leclerc, who's starting in 20th place after yesterday's qualifying. The Pian will not be happy if the Pian misses the stream. I think, did I not see him here in the chat? I saw, did you know? Who's the other pervert? Looks like Ricciardo that hasn't ate for a month. Good, thank you. Yeah. I always imagined you with a reversed cap. Yeah, I never used a reversed cap in my life, so I use a lot of caps, but not a reversed one ever. Yeah, it's the first time I'm doing this, so it's gonna. I mean, let me guys. Let me know if you think it's fine, if you like the stream by the end of it. For sure, let us know if you like the face cam and stuff. So perhaps we start implementing it. If it doesn't work, we won't force it, of course. Blow your nose before the start. Okay, do you want to see it live? Okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it for the fans, you know. Now you know why I can make this amount of sound, because my nose is fucking huge. It's a whole ass trumpet. It's a whole ass orchestra that I have in front there. I can finally see Ryan's face after 2 years. Yes, I've posted a few pictures of myself in Twitter, but I've never done a video with my face or anything. So yeah, it's a bit small window size for you. Yeah, it's a bit of a small window, and there's also the microphone there in the middle. But yeah, we're going to get going with the stream for the race, I think, very shortly here with on F1 TV. So who's got the inside line between Max and Alonso? I think it's gonna be Max going into turn 1, but then going into turn 2, going into the tight turn 2, it's gonna be Alonso. So we're gonna have to see. I mean, it's not raining today, and I am honestly not thinking that a victory is possible. Oh shit, I forgot to recharge my water. I'll be right back, like 10 seconds. Hold on. Damn, I'm a fucking idiot. Okay. Okay, done. Yeah. Has the podium would be nice. Definitely would be nice. You don't have the drink. Now I do. I do have the drink. Please show us your feet. No. No, I'm definitely not going to do that. I could have lived my life perfectly fine without seeing his face. Good to know. Yeah, so at the end of the stream, please let us just know whether you'd like to continue with the facecam streams or not. I'm good either way. We'll see you jumping today. Perhaps that's the idea. That took too long for 10 seconds. I think it was like 15 seconds, dude. Come on. Connect your water. The last thing you want is your water dying on you. Why is Leclerc starting 19th even though his timing is good? Because of a penalty, a big ass penalty. So he had a 20 place grid drop, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that's started from the back. But yeah, the stream is starting, so that is good. How much downforce does Gary have? To be exact, it's 125 tons of downforce. That's a bit much, but yeah, that's what it is. Without rain, Hassan Alpine will lose some positions. Yeah, I'm counting on that. I mean, it is not a feasible outcome for Alonso to be able to finish on P1. You know, not even P2. I think P3 is possible with the distance to the drivers in the back, to the fast drivers in the back, if he can keep up the pace. But yeah, that's pretty much where we're aiming for. You know. Both go TV driver of the day, definitely. What's your favorite road car? That's a very tough question. It's one of 3 choices. It's either Mazda RX-7 FC3S, a Honda NSX from 1991, or a McLaren F1. I liked cars before my time. It's the I was gonna say something that's not really appropriate, so I was gonna say the MILF equivalent of a car, but that doesn't make much sense. So yeah, we're just not gonna go there. Who do you think will crash first? Absolutely no idea. Absolutely no idea. Honda Accord, my favorite one. That's a good one as well. You look like Ricciardo. Well, thank you. Big JDM fan vibes. Definitely, yes. RX-7 over R34. How dare you? Not only RX-7, but the FC, not the FD. But yeah, same as yesterday, the tire compounds for today are going to be the C3, the C4, and the C5. So today at the starting grid, we are going to have Yuki Tsunoda with an engine penalty starting from 20th place, with Leclerc with another penalty in 19th place. 18th will be for Latifi with Stroll in P17. Ahead, we have Sebastian Vettel and Pierre Gasly in P15. You'll know that joke if you know that joke. Lando Norris will be starting in 14th place with Checo Perez in 13th. Alex Albon and Valtteri Bottas will be on P12 and P11 respectively, with Zhou Guanyu starting in the top 10 for the first time in his Formula 1 career. P10 for him, with Daniel Ricciardo in 9th place. George Russell will be starting in 8th, with Esteban Ocon on the bottom Alpine on P7, P6 and P5 for the two Hasses of Schumacher and Magnussen. Magnussen will be starting in front. Lewis Hamilton in 4th place, with Carlos Sainz in 3rd. Yeah, we have a front grid of two champions, Fernando Alonso and Max Verstappen. So it's gonna be an interesting one for sure. Gary on softs, definitely. Really nice to see the face cam. Thank you, Ricky. Yeah, we're doing this for the first time here. Face cam, says Professor Penman. Yes, we're trying this to see whether it works or not. Pedro says TMC. Yeah, Pedro Gaseoso. Ryan face reveal. Yes. Hello, this is me. Do you think Gary has a chance? No chance whatsoever. Your voice really fits your face. That's, I guess, good to hear. Thank you. How many stops today? The strategy has not been shown pretty much. Let me see if I can go back a little bit to see if I perhaps missed it. Yeah, I don't think I did. They did the... Yeah, I don't think they have the data for that for today. So yeah, track distance, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see a tire strategy. But yeah, we'll get going with the formation lap any second now. Now we can see you blowing your nose, exactly. And you can also see me drinking water. And you can also see how much I actually move my hands and stuff while I speak to you. You never get to see it, but I'm very expressive with everything that I do here. Is there commentary today? Yeah, dude, can you not see me? Okay, formation lap is underway. How likely do you think an Alonso podium is? A podium, a third place is decently likely, I would say. Decently likely. Is there a chance of rain midway through? No, unfortunately, I don't think there is a chance of rain today. Why was Verstappen so much faster? Do you mean... Oh, there we go. The strategy is a one stop from the mediums to the softs around lap 22 to 28, or a one stop from the hards to the mediums from around lap 34 to 44. That's the window. From 22 to 28 or from 34 to 44. So yeah, the Astons are just barely getting off the grid. Extremely slow for them. Vettel going very slow there in front with Leclerc. Not pushing. There we go. He's finally pushing now. And yeah, the Drivers' Championship. Alonso Team Radio. Let's go, baby. How high do you think Leclerc can climb, says Alan. Thank you so much for your donation, dude. Really, really does mean a lot. How far do you think Leclerc can climb? I can definitely see him getting in the points if the strategy's right, if they don't screw up the pit stops. Ferrari has good pace here, but it's a hard track to overtake for like going through the field and stuff. So perhaps around yeah, around the race distance with a car as fast as the Ferrari, with Leclerc on it, I wouldn't be surprised to see him hovering around P8 or something. So that's going to be interesting to see. Ryan's hands. Yeah, pretty much. Alonso may not even make it. Don't even say that, James. Don't even say that. What do you think about the rumor that FIA are going to replace Spa with South Africa next year? I don't want to say I cannot see that happening, but I really don't want that to happen. I mean, there's so many races that are completely stupid that to have to replace Spa, whatever. King Chu with another donation. What is chat's raw seek predictions? Top 3 and who will crash? Also, let's go. Gary will get P1. Thank you so much for your donation, dude. And we will get going with the the end of the formation lap. The cars are stopped at the back, going to the grid. I don't know what that's all about. Yuki's like stopped, and so was Charles. Everyone's really going extremely slow. Alonso's not gonna like that, definitely. Yeah, guys, get it together. Come on, go to the formation lap. It's already been 3 minutes. They're going extremely slow now, and the tires are getting cold for the guys in the front. This is definitely not good. Okay, let's see. Yuki lining up at the back of the grid. So it is a green flag around the back. Come on. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And we are racing. That is a good getaway from Max Verstappen. Carlos Sainz is also side by side with Fernando Alonso, with Lewis Hamilton, who gets in front. Fernando Alonso is still on P2. Carlos Sainz is side by side with Fernando. He doesn't touch him. Good. Side by side also where the Haas is around the back, with Lewis Hamilton getting swallowed by one of them. That is Mick Schumacher getting side by side with Lewis Hamilton there. Was Kevin Magnussen going side by side with Lewis Hamilton, who's now in front of him. Lewis Hamilton maintained his position with the Alpine of Esteban Ocon right in the middle of a Haas sandwich, making up a few places here as well. That is Daniel Ricciardo still right at the back, in front of the back of the top 10, in front of Zhou Yu's Haas. And that is Valtteri Bottas still right behind him. So a clean start and a clean getaway for the pack there, as we get to see them starting to make a little bit of a gap there. Yeah, so Max Verstappen is leading this race from Fernando Alonso, and Carlos Sainz in third place, with Lewis Hamilton going side by side once again. Kevin Magnussen trying to do the overtake on him. Oh, and that was Russell on Mick Schumacher, though. Russell gets the place, and Mick Schumacher gets dropped down into 8th place. George Russell is up into 7th right now. As we go across the line, to start the... No, this is not across the line. That's definitely not across the line. We're going to go across the line now. Definitely. Yeah, that was the final chicane. I mistook it for turn 1. So yeah, we are seeing a no DRS still, but Alex Albon is still making the move on Valtteri Bottas, moving up 1 place. Checo Perez is also up there. Checo's up into 11th place. Albon is up into 12th place. Bottas is dropping down to 13th now, with Lando Norris in 14th place. The top 10 all of them are in the medium compound tire. Below them, there's some mix and match, but we're going to see a lot more hard tire under the top 10 right now. Ocon and Russell have made up 1 position each, with Mick Schumacher losing 2 positions there in the first laps. Checo Perez has also made up 2 positions, with Bottas losing 2 of them. Vettel, Stroll, Leclerc, both are up already. Leclerc is up into 17th place. He's already made up 2 places, as Pierre Gasly has lost 3. He's down into 18th place with only 1 lap underway. We are now seeing Max Verstappen starting to pull away a little bit from Fernando Alonso. Fernando has Carlos right on the back of him, half a second behind. Then we have Lewis Hamilton with 1.2 with a 1.2 second gap. I think we are going to see an overtake there as soon as DRS is enabled. But for now, we have Alonso running in 2nd place. Oh god, I'm running out of battery. There we go, we're plugged in. Lap 3 is DRS activated. Now we're gonna have to see once they go through the arrest detection zone. Make us probably drop by not getting close to the other cars to prevent damage. Let's actually see there. No, he actually had a bad start. But he kind of overdid it on the brakes going into turn 1. That's where he lost the position with Esteban Ocon, who went around the outside. 2 very good friends, those 2. And then he lost another position to George Russell later on. Yeah, so Ocon had the inside line there the outside line, sorry, going into turn 4. Yes, okay, the replay. Yeah, we're seeing it right there. Hamilton squeezed there, Mick Schumacher as well. Is it dry or wet? It is extremely dry. That is Valtteri Bottas going around the exit route on the final chicane there. Knock in, DRS is open, and Carlos Sainz is side by side with Fernando Alonso, and he's over and is in front of them. Fernando Alonso drops down to P3 with Lewis Hamilton now within DRS range of him, and with the flap open going into turn 1. There's a little bit of a gap developing behind from Magnussen down, but still, that is Leclerc moving up one extra place in front of Lance Stroll, and up into P16 he goes. Max Verstappen holds the fastest lap of the race at 1:18.8. Magnussen has a damaged front wing. That's the reason why he's dropping off. Ocon has just been told that Magnussen has a damaged front wing. Ocon is sitting now in 7th place with Magnussen up into P5. I assume he's going to be dropping a little bit there. DRS open for Alonso, for Hamilton, and remaining really close to Carlos Sainz there. He has to maintain the gap there. Alonso to Carlos Sainz within DRS. 0.8 of a second is the gap now. With Hamilton, 0.5 of a second right behind the Spaniard. 0.6 of a second now as Alonso drops the gap down to 0.7. DRS is still on the cards there. No drivers on there are drivers on the map there. Let me just drop down the quality here so we don't suck up all the internet here. Okay, DRS open for Fernando Alonso. He gets really close to Carlos Sainz. I don't think he's on the move to overtake, but he is closer to Sainz than Hamilton is to Alonso right now. Max is flying. Max is flying indeed. He's already 3.2 tenths in front of the rest of the pack. Carlos Sainz is leading the rest of the podium contenders. I think that is the position there. The battle for second place is from P2 to P4. Sainz, Alonso, Hamilton. We have Max Verstappen right in front. And then from the back we have Kevin Magnussen, who's becoming a bit of a train leader, let's say, with Russell, Ocon, Schumacher, Zhou, Ricciardo, Perez, Albon, Bottas, Norris, Vettel, Leclerc, all within 1 second of each other pretty much. Runaway win for Max's jump cut films. I mean, so far, it looks like that could be the case. We are now seeing George Russell overtake the Haas with the broken wing. He's gonna try to avoid going into the pits, but that's just gonna hinder his race more and more. I think he's going to try to extend this as much as he can to go for the early one stop. I've got front left graining, says Carlos Sainz, already lap 6, and we're already seeing graining on that Ferrari. That is definitely not what they want to see right now, but as he says that, he gets the new fastest lap of the race. What lap is it? It's lap 6 of 70. Didn't race start already? Yeah, it definitely has started. So that is, we're going to see some drivers starting to pit. That is Vettel going in, that is Gasly going in. The hard tires are already being fitted for those drivers. Yeah, 2.4 second stop for both of them pretty much. But yeah, the medium's starting to grain perhaps, and that's going to be a problem for the whole top 10 right now, with Checo being the first driver in P11 who's not on the medium compound tires. If you're liking the stream so far, guys, make sure to hit that subscribe button and also make sure to like the stream. It really does help us out a ton. If you want to support us in a more direct way, make sure to also leave a donation there. I'm, of course, going to read it. If it's a question, I'm going to answer it. If I can, of course. It's going to be a lot more fun during the rest of the race. How many laps? We're going to do 70 laps altogether. Black and white flag for Bottas for failing to follow race director instructions. All right, so that's a warning flag. I think it's 2 of them, and the third one, you're out. You're disqualified. Sainz sets the new fastest lap of the race. as Ocon is now with VRS in Kevin Magnussen's back. He's going to try and go for the overtake there. Yeah, the end plate of the front wing of Kevin Magnussen still hanging on by a thread there. I honestly think that's hindering him. It's disturbing the air going out of the front wheels, but he's still going strong. He's still in P6, so he's gonna see if he can stretch it through. Even if he loses a little bit of pace, he's gonna see if he can stretch it and keep that position. Florian Schneider. Ryan, it's so awesome to finally see you on stream. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're now seeing a replay of Gasly almost crashing while going into the pits, almost crashing into the back of the car in front. Say hello to Vietnam, please. I will not say hello to Vietnam. No, definitely won't. Carlos Sainz, yeah, new fastest lap of the race. Once again, still holding the fastest lap. Kevin Magnussen, Team Radio. Black and orange flag, so he has to pit. He cannot put it off any longer. He's gonna have to come in. Yeah, because if that comes loose, that might be a big problem for the guys behind who may get a bit of debris in their face. So understandable, although that really does screw up the race of the Haas driver. Yeah, the tires are very hard to come off there. They're fitting a new set of hearts, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so they're gonna try and see if they can stretch a one-stop, perhaps with a safety car. It's very unlikely. Perhaps we're gonna see them hop into a two-stop, and that is a race. I don't want to say ruined, but it's very hard to come back from that. Meanwhile, Alonso's keeping up with Sainz, and Hamilton's already 2 seconds back. Yeah, I mean, that. How did K-Max wing break? On lap 1, there was a bit of a touch with another driver. Perhaps it was Ocon. Perez dropped down. Oh no, that's Perez going extremely slow. Oh, Checo's done. Checo is done. Engine problems for Checo, who is dropping down and is retiring out of this race. He's the first DNF yellow flag on the second sector. The marshals are going to try and go out and get the car. He left it in a good place, but yeah, he's stuck in gear. Yeah, that's the first DNF of today. Checo Perez, unfortunately, retiring his Red Bull at the end of, in the middle of the second sector there, or towards the end. But yeah, big lockup there in front for, who is that? Valtteri Bottas, big lockup for him as he's trying to fend off the McLaren of Lando Norris and the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc. But there's a BSC deployed. BSC virtual safety car has been deployed. That means drivers have to slow down, keep their speed to a window that they have to follow, not go over that, not go under that, and yeah. Battle pit bug luck, RIP. Also Magnussen, yeah, Magnussen could have come in a lap later. I mean, he couldn't because race direction ordered him to stop. But yeah, if he could have held on for one more lap, yeah, that would have been golden for him. As a Red Bull fan, my day is ruined, says Mac the Goat. Dude, your driver's still leading the race, so there's still hope, of course. Okay, I'm going to change my stance here. There we go. Oh god. Sorry about that. Oh god. The pop filter is getting in the way. Okay. So Red Bull is stopping. The Red Bull of Max Verstappen is coming into the pits. I think that's a little bit early to do that. Let's see if Sainz is not coming in. Alonso's not coming in. Hamilton is, though. Hamilton's coming in to fit a new set of hearts as well. That's a risky strategy to extend a one-stop with the hearts on this track. More so with the amount of grain that we've already seen on the mediums. But if they saw the opportunity, I'm sure they know better than I do what they're doing. So I'm just gonna hope for the best. But yeah, most drivers would have pitted if it was a safety car, a full-on safety car. But this is still way too early to come in. Yuki is also in the pits. So is Go Tiffy, of course. Bro, it's the car. Don't blame Paris. Imagine being a Ferrari fan. Yeah, it's the car. Same as what happened last week to Leclerc. It was the car. I mean, he didn't crash. The car just let go. There wasn't nothing he could have done there. Max put new mediums or hards? Hards. Hards. Alonso should have done an undercut. I don't think that's the way to go. I think it's to play it safe today. Darok, thank you so much for your donation. Is Russell going to pass Hamilton? I want Alonso P3. Is Russell going to pass Hamilton? Russell is already in front of Hamilton, but Hamilton has pitted, so that's kind of the reason why. Virtual safety car is ending, so we may see them. I mean, it depends on how the strategy develops, but right now we have Sainz leading from Alonso with Verstappen on P3. Max going for a 2-stop. Yeah, perhaps a 2-stop or perhaps an extended 1-stop. Either way, kind of worrying. Yeah, Hamilton lost places. Alonso asked, and he said that he came out behind Esteban. Oh, okay, so Ocon is gonna get told we have to defend. We have to defend from Hamilton. Tell Esteban to defend like a lion. Yeah, we're gonna see that part too. You know, if Russell stays out, he will overtake Hamilton since he's not having traffic. Yes, exactly. It all depends on traffic overcoming and, well, the time of the next pit stop, actually. If Hamilton gets past Ocon quick, it's good. Yeah, but Alonso's not going to want that. So, yeah, defend like a lion, definitely. Can Leclerc higher his position? Leclerc's now on P13. Of course, he can go much higher, yeah. He's already moved up a few places, and I'm sure he will continue to do so across the race. Schumacher and Zhou are now battling for P7. Carlos Sainz said something there. I couldn't hear it, but I don't think it was anything quite as important. Let's see. Ocon defending, going around the outside, keeping him behind. Lewis Hamilton cannot get past the Frenchman on the French car. Esteban Ocon with the Alpine. Hamilton tries going around the outside into turn 1, and he does manage to get the move done, but Ocon's not holding. Ocon is not letting that position go. He's going to try and hunt him back. Definitely 11 lap old medium tires for Ocon there with Hamilton with 2 lap old hards. Yeah, Esteban now has DRS, and I'm sure is gonna try to get Hamilton back for his teammate for sure. Will Schumacher get points today? Right now he's sitting on P7, and it's a good position, but the cars behind are really... Zhou and Ricciardo are within half a second each. Defend like a lion, Esteban, definitely. Didn't know the commentator on this channel is actually Daniel Ricciardo. I'll take that as a compliment, dude. I'll take that as a compliment, definitely. Updates on Danny and Lando. Danny is on P9, sitting pretty right there. And Norris is on P12 on the hard tires. They are both in kind of the DRS trains. We are now on board with Zhou and Yu, who is getting close with the DRS to Mick Schumacher, but Schumacher is not backing down. So it is still not enough though, and Ocon and Zhou has to fall back a little bit to let Schumacher in front. Max Verstappen says the new fastest lap of this race on P3 with his new hard compound tires, a 1:17.370. How many pit stops are required for this race? Required 1, predicted also 1, but some drivers have stopped really early, and I don't know how that's going to affect the long-term strategy for this race. Alonso's going to make himself as wide as a trailer. Max will not get by him. Yeah, he knows how to defend, definitely. There's an Albon train, big-time train there, with Leclerc now joining the back of it. Norris is in front, Bottas in front, and yeah, Albon is the train leader. So Max Verstappen is chasing with the striking distance in about 1 lap. So Alonso has fallen behind Sainz. He was keeping him at bay at the beginning of the race, but now he's fallen to 5 seconds, 4.5 seconds, behind the race leader, Carlos Sainz, with Max Verstappen closing in on him. 1.6 seconds is now the gap. That is Albon just defending from Bottas there as Leclerc gets past Lando Norris's McLaren and is looking to overtake Valtteri Bottas very shortly. How do you enjoy watching Formula One? How do you enjoy Formula One by watching it? What happened to Perez? He had an engine problem, had to abandon his car. I think at the same place that he crashed yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. I see Leclerc on Valtteri Bottas. He's extremely close. He needs one DRS zone and he is through. Let's see, Leclerc coming across the chicane at the back of the chicane. Yeah, that's not a chicane. That's a U-turn, pretty much. I forgot how to call it, but whatever. Uh, yeah, Verstappen's really, really close. I don't know why we're not seeing that. Instead, we're watching Charles Leclerc there. Verstappen is half a second, 0.4 of a second behind Fernando Alonso, 5.2 seconds behind Sainz. Alonso's dropped off 5.3 seconds now is the gap to Carlos Sainz from Fernando Alonso, with Verstappen getting 0.6 of a second right behind them, 5.5 right now. Alonso is still on P2, but for how long? George Russell 5.7 seconds behind. Has Sainz pitted? No, he has not. The hairpin. There we go, the hairpin. Yeah, I forgot how to say that. Thank you, Nash the second. Thanks for your efforts here. Much appreciated. Thank you so much, Wiccan, for tuning in and for sticking through. Sticking with me. So that is Max Verstappen with the RS on Fernando Alonso. He gets past very easily. And Alonso's dropped down into third place. With Russell, though, 6 seconds behind him, yeah. The problem right there is Lewis Hamilton, though. And that is Valtteri Bottas being held back once again by Alex Albon, who almost gets it done, but Alex Albon defended like a champ, let's be honest there, and closed the door in the last second. A little bit of a lockup for Valtteri Bottas as Leclerc is not able to get through either there. Yeah, they both behind the Williams, who is getting a drift from the McLaren of Daniel Ricciardo in P9. Yeah, Alonso's starting to lose grip, definitely. He is already almost 2 seconds behind Max Verstappen, and he has lost almost half a second to Russell in P4. So we may see him do an early stop, Fernando Alonso, who's now still in third place on the mediums. Russell is on the mediums as well. Hamilton has already stopped. He's on decent pace on the hard compound tires on P5 right now. Yeah, I mean, it may have been a good decision to stop for track position, but on the late game of the race, definitely not gonna. They're not gonna thank pitting early. Verstappen, Hamilton. Perhaps Verstappen may, because he can definitely go the distance. Oh, side by side once again, Alex Albon defending pretty much the same as last lap. What a champ, dude. But yeah, Lewis Hamilton, I think is gonna try and save his tires as much as he can right now, or he's gonna be cursing the whole Mercedes team by the end of the race. What happened to K-Mac? He had to come in and fix the front wing. His drop down is now on P18. Yeah, race pretty much ruined for him. Such a promising weekend yesterday, dude. Such a promising weekend yesterday. Alonso should pit. I think so. They're probably hoping for a safety car. Perhaps caused by an accident between Albon and Bottas. Who knows? But yeah, I think they're trying to extend that as much as they can. And once they have no other choice, they will come in. But they're trying to extend that also because of the strategy, you know? Side by side once again, Bottas and Albon. Uh, no touching of the rear wing, of the front wing, sorry, there by Valtteri Bottas. He manages to, not manages to overtake Alex Albon. Is going side by side once again. Why doesn't he get the slipstream a little bit more? Yes, he's in front now, going into the final chicane, and Bottas is finally in front of Alex Albon. Bottas is up into 10th place. And Leclerc is also past Alex Albon. That's exactly what he needed. Leclerc is up into 11th place already, made up 9 positions. Does Sainz have to pit? He does. What's the gap between Max and Sainz? Let me tell you as soon as we get as I get the live timings back up. Blöd, dass wir das nicht im TV schauen können. Okay, well, thank you, Anzi. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I'm sorry that you cannot watch on TV, but I think this is better than nothing, isn't it? So Sainz and Verstappen, the gap is 4.69 seconds, 4.59 seconds. It's around 4.5 seconds, a little bit more, but it is shrinking, the gap. It is shrinking by around half a tenth every time the timing is. Okay, team radio by Carlos Sainz. Tires are better than expected. Okay, so Alex has come in. Sainz is going to extend his stint a little bit, but he's losing a lot of time to Max Verstappen in front. And Alonso's getting caught up by Russell right behind. 1.8 seconds is the gap from the Alpine to the Mercedes there, as we are hitting lap 19 of 70 here at the Canada circuit. I normally can see F1 on TV, but now I watch your stream. Okay, Finn Kuiper. Good to know. Thank you. Any Canadian drivers? Of course. We have Latifi and we have Stroll. Oh, yellow flags from the second sector. That's exactly what Alonso needed. I don't know what happened there. I think it's Schumacher. Yeah, Schumacher has stopped. And we're going to see a lot of drivers come into the pits. That is Russell into the pits. Oh, don't tell me Alonso missed the pit entry. He did. VSC. Oh, Alonso missed the pits. Oh, shit. Okay, yeah, everyone's coming. Russell's into the pits. Ocon's into the pits. I think we're going to see Alonso coming in at the end of the next lap. Zhou is into the pits as well. Ricciardo's into the pits as well. Yeah, Alonso's missed the pit entry by just like a few meters, dude. I think we're going to see him come in by the end of the next lap. I wouldn't be surprised to see that. Norris is also into the pits now. Yeah, Magnussen, or was that Mick? Oh, that was Mick. Oh, I thought it was Magnussen. I saw the M. Mick is out, guys. Oh, no. He cannot get a good weekend together, dude. God damn, do you... Yeah. The Haas weekend went from... Yeah, they went from rock stars to wankers in 20 laps. God damn it. Norris, 13-second stop. Yeah, that's definitely not good. They were stacking the McLarens and the tires weren't ready for Norris. Yeah, so let's see what happened there with Mick. Yeah, so he was in 5th, no revs, engines off. Everything blinking there. Yeah, the engine didn't turn off, so it wasn't a mechanical problem, an electronics problem. Yeah. God damn it. That is Carlos. Oh, Alonso's not coming in. Alonso's not coming in, guys. Alonso's up into P2 again. He's not coming in. The only driver not to have pitted so far. And green lights. We're racing again. Green flag. We're racing again. Yeah. Okay, so Alonso hasn't pitted. Sainz just came in. It was Alonso's time to come in as well, but he didn't do it. No idea what's going on, guys. Absolutely no clue why he didn't pit. It makes absolutely no sense to me. Yeah. They're closing in on Alonso already. Or is that Ocon? No, that's Alonso, yeah. The only driver in the mediums not to stop was Alonso. I don't know what they're waiting for. Alan Ferris, another £5. Thank you so much, dude. Wow, totally surprised by Alonso not pitting. Same, bro. No idea what the strategy is there. I'm worried. Yes, I am. Only driver in the mediums now. Other than, of course, Norris, but he just stopped for those. Oh, Leclerc getting past Bottas there into P7. Hunting down Ocon now. Alonso one stop. Yeah, but the pit window's pretty much open now. I don't know what they're doing. 500 IQ McLaren stop. I hate my life. Oh, Kingshu. Looks like I'm crying myself to sleep again. Yeah, dude, me too. I don't know what to tell you. Thank you so much for the donation, of course. But I'm as perplexed as you are. No idea what's going on, what they're going for. I mean, I hope it works. I really do hope it works, but Sainz just went past him. He's on third place now. No idea what's going on. Alonso needs to go even longer now. What the fuck? Yeah, Ruben, what the fuck? Let's see what happened there with the McLaren stop. Then Ricciardo. Yeah, slow stop for him as well, and they double stacked them. It was a slow stop that got double stacked, and let's see what happened there with Lando. Yeah, tires weren't ready. The front right was just not there. They put the wrong tire on. Oh god. That race is completely over for him, pretty much. He lost like 20 seconds there on that stop. Why did he not pit? No idea, Alfeo. No idea. Hamilton's now on the back of him, of course, because it's on 23 lap old mediums. Is he going to get past him? Of course he is. Around the inside, he goes into the final chicane. And yeah, he's in front now. Alonso's dropped down into fourth, and he hasn't even stopped yet. Man, today's race feels sloppy. It really does. It really does. Who's on the strategy seat there? I don't wanna say, but I think it might be someone playing Motorsport Manager, and might not be a good race, this one for him. Joe and Hughes trying to overtake their Stroll, who's in P9 on the Aston. The Aston? The Aston, yeah, the Aston. Aston Alpha, Alpha, all different cars that sound pretty much the same. The Alpha overtaking the Aston with the Alpha right behind the Alpha. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. We have Stroll and Zhou and Tsunoda, so it's Aston Alpha Alpha. I don't know. Checo had mechanical problems. Yes, indeed he did. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Alonso. Russell is 8 seconds behind, but he's on fresh rubber. He's on fresh hards. I don't know why he didn't stop. No idea what the strategy is there, but yeah. Show team radio. Saying he doesn't have enough speed and he's been told to just keep the pressure on Stroll. They're hoping that he breaks, pretty much. Damn shame for Checo, indeed, Jose. I literally was so excited for this race, and now both has are out the points. Perez, DNFs, and Alpine is literally bottling their only chance at winning. Not winning, he was never going to win, but a podium perhaps, yeah. He definitely is. He's lost 2 places from the start of the race, of course. He's down on P4. Alpine, how to throw a podium. Yeah. Did Verstappen pass Sainz, or did he just not pit? Verstappen stopped earlier, and Sainz stopped with the second BSC. So he passed them in the pits. It's as if the pit stops got canceled each other out, and Sainz is now 9 seconds behind Verstappen. Verstappen's got a monstrous pace, dude. Monstrous pace. 9.2 seconds in front of Carlos Sainz. Which lap is this? We're on lap 25 of 70. Alonso destined to finish behind Ocon with his pace and strategy. I don't know what they're doing, dude. I have absolutely no clue what they're doing. Lost 2 seconds to Russell since he got overtaken by Hamilton. And Hamilton's now 3.7 seconds in front of Alonso. I don't know what they're doing. I honestly have no idea what they're doing. So many questions. Yeah, so many questions. What are the DRS zones? 1 around the back, 1 around the front. No, I think there are 3 DRS zones here, if I'm not mistaken. 1 behind the start-finish line, 1 after it, and 1 around the back straight. Dave B says Latifi could do his magic and help out Alonso. Thank you so much for your donation. He definitely could, dude. He's in 18th. He can just he can slow down, let Alonso lap him, and then slow the whole pack down. He's got the power to do so. Thank you, Dave. I mean, he doesn't have the power. He would get blue flagged and he'll get black flagged. But still, it's worth the shot. It's worth the shot. Crash into the wall, Latifi, and make Alonso get a free stop. Yeah, I think they're waiting for a proper safety car. I don't know if it's going to happen, though. They're counting on someone perhaps going into the Wall of Champions. No clue. Because if he would have stopped on the first or the second safety car, it would have been, yeah, pretty much he would have been in the same position right now. He wouldn't have lost as much places and as many seconds, you know? Yeah, he's doing 2 seconds a lap slower than Hamilton. I don't know what they're waiting for, honestly. Leclerc is chasing Ocon, trying to overtake the Alpine there, and he's gonna swallow Alonso as well. Thoughts on the Montreal circuit? Absolutely love the circuit. I love it. Yeah, it's a beautiful circuit. It's a beautiful track. It's a beautiful race always. Has Verstappen stopped? Yes, he has. The only driver not to stop is Alonso. He's not even in a good position anymore. Oh, Leclerc hasn't stopped. Yeah, okay, so everyone who started on the medium has stopped. I don't know if he's waiting for the hard window. Perhaps that's the only reasonable strategy I can think of. They're waiting for the hard window because say Leclerc is also on the hard tires, and everyone who started on the hards didn't come in either. But yeah, the fact that they're waiting for the hard window doesn't make much sense either. Perhaps they're banking on another safety car, but I don't know. And in porpoising, of course it is, yeah. Bra moment, yeah. Stroll hasn't stopped either, right? Let me just check that for you. Let me go into the data channel here on F1 TV. Okay, so Leclerc hasn't stopped, Bottas hasn't stopped, Stroll hasn't stopped. That's it. And Alonso, of course. Alonso has been told to extend the stint as much as he can. I don't know what they're doing there, but he was told to extend the stint as much as he can. Keep us posted, he was told as well. Thank you again, Kinchu. I don't know if I thanked you enough for the earlier donation. Really does mean a lot. Alpine, box. Okay, Alonso's coming in. I don't know why now. Fucking mad, dude. I'm fucking mad. Let's see. They're going for the one stop. Of course they are. So it's a good stop for him. He comes out in front of his teammate. Let's hope 2.8 behind his teammate and behind Leclerc as well. But perhaps he's gonna get led through by Ocon because they're on different strategies. Let's hope. Yeah, Ocon and Leclerc went through. Russell overtook him as well on the pits. So did, well, Hamilton had already overtaken him, but Alonso's on new hard tires. The first driver to be on less than one lap old hard tires here. Leclerc doesn't have the grip on exit to overtake Esteban Ocon. Yeah, he's starting to lose the traction there. He's attacking, has degraded those tires a lot. And we are now seeing the consequences of that. Leclerc is starting to struggle on those tires. Lap 30 of 70. The hard compound tire should be able to do 20 more laps. But if they go... No, they cannot go from the hards to the hards. They have to go into the mediums. They have to use at least 2 different compounds. Dave B with another donation. Thank you so much. Dude says Latifi will be lapped in how many laps? Let me go into the map and get that info for you, dude. 3. I think 3 is very gracious. I'm gonna say 1 or 2, actually. Latifi's gonna get lapped very shortly. Very shortly. I'm sure he's already getting the blue flags. Okay, so Alonso is 2.8 behind Leclerc, who is 0.7 of a second behind Ocon. Remember, Leclerc is starting to lose the pace with those, with that hard compound tire behind Esteban Ocon after having to, well, push all that time. He's beginning to struggle with degradation. Lap 31 of 70, so the window for the stop on the hards, I think it was lap 45 to 55 or something like that. I actually cannot remember. Said it at the beginning of the race, but I cannot remember. Jose Martinez, good to finally see you. Looks like a messy race. At least we're racing in the dry. Don't forget to like and share, guys. It costs nothing and it helps the channel. Good luck, everyone. May the best man win. Definitely. Gracias, Jose Martinez. Sí, bueno, me animé a poner la cámara, ¿no? Thank you so much for your donation, dude. And yeah, may the best man win, of course. How many laps to go? We're in lap 31 of 70 right now. Can anyone tell me what happened to Mick? Another engine problem, same as Checo. Same as Checo. Glad to see you doing well, Jose. Definitely. Definitely. Agree with King Chu there. Great coverage. Thank you, Jeff. I try my best. I really do. So yeah, Leclerc still struggling to get close. Well, he's actually close to get past Esteban Ocon on P7. On P5, sorry. P7 is for Alonso, who's actually falling a little bit behind Leclerc. I don't know if they are pushing in front or whatever, if he's just saving the tires, but Alonso's 3 seconds behind the Ferrari there as he was 2.8 last lap. Will Alonso finish on the podium? It all depends on the strategies and how tires are by the end of the race. Looks like it may be. I don't know. Blow your nose when the time is due, my friend. When the time is right, I will do so. Oh, he's getting really close with the RS on Esteban Ocon. Charles Leclerc. Is it the call? No, it is not the time to make the move, no. Perhaps around turn 3, into turn 3? Turn 4, well, perhaps. Yeah, Alonso's Alonso's taking care of those tires. 2.8 seconds. I mean, he's keeping that window around the same. He's hoping on the drivers in front getting some degradation problems and perhaps catching them towards the end of the race. I think he's going to do a very conservative race towards the end. Well, I think it was a very conservative race when it comes to strategy when they didn't stop under both of the VSCs. So I think he's going to try to extend it the most that he can. And well, he already did that. And okay, nose blowing time. And now he's going to nurse those tires to the end of the race, while perhaps many other drivers are going to have to do an extra stop because they stopped too early. Listen to this. Now you understand why. Oh God, Jeff Wade, thank you so much for your donation, $50. Yeah, that's completely huge. Yeah, Jeff Wade, thank you so much, dude. It really, really does mean a lot to us, your guys' support. And that is absolutely insane. So I thank you a lot for that. Yeah, thank you so much. Really. That is Max Verstappen going wide into the final chicane. Is he struggling with pace? Yes, indeed. He just said, I feel like I'm already this entire grip. So the guys who stopped in the beginning are now having to look into a change of tires shortly. So was it a master stroke or a complete disaster, the Alpine strategy there? Kingchu with another donation. Thank you so much. Fun fact, only Verstappen and Stroll are the only ones in the top 10 who don't have a teammate with them. What do you mean that Verstappen and Stroll are the only ones in the top 10 who don't have a teammate with them? What do you mean a teammate with them? Verstappen has Perez and Stroll has Vettel. Huh. I don't think I understood that one, Kingchu. Thank you so much for your donation, but if you want to make that clear on the chat, I gladly read it. Just tag me at Raian F1 and I'll be able to read it. But thank you so much for your donation, for sure. Oh, in the top 10. Only ones in the top 10 who don't have a teammate with them. Okay, so in the top 10, yeah. Oh, that's true. Zhou is in the points. Okay. Yeah, okay. Teammate in the top 10. All right, so... Okay, I understood that one, King Chu. Good fun fact. Thank you so much for your donation. Is Sainz lapping quicker than Verstappen? Let me go on to the timings now. The gap is slightly shrinking now. Perhaps Verstappen is taking care of those tires a little bit more. Yeah, it's shrinking at around... Yeah, he's lapping faster. Carlos has got the new fastest lap of the race, by the way. I didn't see that before. They didn't show it, but it's now showing there. Carlos Sainz is holding the fastest lap. Stroll train indeed. Zhou and Yu's trying to get past him, still trying to get past him, same as it was doing around 10 laps ago. He still hasn't managed to get through. Zhou is really struggling with the grip there. With getting past Stroll. Magnussen's pace. Magnussen still in P15. I mean, yeah, the race is hard to come back from what happened to him. He was stuck in traffic, and his pace is okay. He's getting closer to Gasly. He's 1.7 seconds behind Gasly, but he hasn't shrunk a little bit. He hasn't shrunk, sorry, for quite a few laps. Mayank Sharma donating. They're saying wait for it. Dairy. Legendary. Sorry, just had to do it. Thank you so much for the donation, dude. For supporting the stream. Okay, lap 36 of 70. We're just past the halfway point of this race, and Zhou Guanyu is still getting very close there to the Aston Martin, but it's just not enough to make the overtake and make the move stick. Not sticks. Not enough to make sticks, that's for sure. DRS open for him and for Yuki on the back. Ricciardo's also within DRS range, but kind of getting a little bit behind, falling a little bit behind. How long does the stop take? Depends on the stop, but around the 17 seconds, give or take, is the time lost with a regular stop here at the Montreal circuit. Why did Vettel pit for a second time? Leclerc says he cannot do anymore, that he's stuck behind Ocon, and Alonso's getting closer, by the way. 2.1 seconds, 2.2 is the gap now. Thinking plan B for Leclerc. Plan B for Leclerc. Yeah, the gap from Russell to Ocon is big, though. Why did Vettel pit for a second time? No idea, dude. No idea. Perhaps because they wanted some fresher tires, because they were not gonna make it to the end. Perhaps now he's thinking of making it to the end, even though it's gonna be a tough one for him as well. Same as all the other drivers who stopped on the second BSC. Yeah, Latifi's already been lapped. Yeah, so it's a 19.5-second gap between Russell and Ocon. That's over a pit stop. So Alonso's effectively lost a pit stop, guys. To Hamilton and Russell. He's lost a pit stop there. Damn. Thanks ESPN for not hosting the race in English. Well, that's what you got me for. I mean, if you want to. I'm not forcing you to stay here. I appreciate you guys staying here. I really do. And make sure to like the stream and subscribe to the channel. But yeah, I'm not forcing any of you to stay here. I'm not holding any of you hostage. Where am I? Vsauce music starts playing. Okay, getting back on topic, we're still seeing the Stroll train there. 4 cars on that train. 5 very soon, as Vettel kind of wants to join the back of it. How's Alonso's pace? Getting closer to Leclerc, but Ocon's pace is not as good as the Mercedes in front, definitely. So it's worrying, to say the least. But it says that Alonso's striking distance on Leclerc is in 4 laps. Yeah. I think once Alonso gets past Leclerc, if he gets past Leclerc, Ocon's gonna let him through. Omar says with a donation, thank you so much for donating, by the way. Mick is pissing me off now. He wasted his chance. I don't think he wasted his chance. He had a mechanical problem. I'm gonna politely disagree with your opinion. I don't think he wasted anything there. The car stopped. I mean, there's nothing he could do differently there. He was doing a great race and the car just stopped. Latifi has come into the pits now. But of course, thank you, Omar. Now on board with Alonso on turn 14. Kind of fitting turn to be on. As he comes closer and closer to Leclerc. Is he gonna get the DRS? 2 seconds now, the gap. Yeah, the gap is just... He's not pushing. If he was pushing, he could get past Leclerc, but I don't think he is. He should be, but I don't think he is. The gap between Verstappen and Sainz is slowly shrinking away. Let me check on that gap, by the way. 7 seconds. Yeah, it's disappeared. It's slowly shrinking away. Exactly like you said, dude. 6.9 seconds now. It was 9 seconds around 10 laps ago or so. But yeah, Esteban holding Charles behind on those aging tires. Fernando saving tires is fresher than Leclerc's. Yeah, but the thing is, if the gap in front to Hamilton and to Russell is bigger than a pit stop, which it is, it doesn't make much sense. It's not going to get past them. William Lin, Hamilton losing pace. Thank you so much for your donation, dude. Hamilton losing pace? I don't think it's losing pace. I think it's holding the pace. Russell is lapping at around the same, is doing around the same lap times as he is. but they are not as fast as Sainz and Verstappen. That's just a fact. But yeah, Hamilton is on 30 lap old hards now. So that's going to start to take a toll shortly, definitely. Thank you again, William Lin, for your donation. Really does mean a lot, for sure. For real. Seb will be joining the Stroll train now. Yes, unfortunately, I think he will be. I can't believe I'm listening to this instead of watching, LOL. Well, this is a watch along. It's so you can put on the race and then still come here. Thank you so much still. Verstappen saving the tires. Don't know there's much tire to save after 31 laps of running. DRS open for Charles Leclerc, but yeah, I mean, the gap is just staying the same. He's not getting past Ocon. Bottas, Stroll. Those are the only two drivers who haven't stopped. Okay. Stroll should stop. He's throwing away the race of the guys behind, but whatever. Yeah, Alonso's not shrinking the gap to Leclerc. I mean, the gap is staying the same. He's really nursing those tires. He definitely is. Perhaps he's going to try and push at the end, like he did in Monaco. Looks like Lewis is slowing down. I can definitely start to see signs of that. Jose Martinez said something? What did Jose Martinez say? I'm watching F1 TV and have this as my commentary. It's miles better than what they have. Thank you, Jose. Really, really, really means a lot. I was just a regular fan who started to do commentary because I saw a post on YouTube a few years ago. And yeah, really does mean a lot to hear that. Fernando's under 2 seconds behind Leclerc, but he's clearly not pushing. Honestly, I prefer this to actual F1 TV stuff because your commentary is straight up bad as Kaloyan Katsarov. Thank you so much, dude. For real. Thank you. Yeah, I got distracted. Sorry. Leclerc, Ferrari box. Leclerc is coming in. Okay, so Leclerc's coming in. Alonso's been let through. Well, let free. I mean, he's got clean air. He still had clean air, but perhaps he's going to close the gap and overtake Ocon and try to close the gap slowly, bit by bit, in front to the Mercedes. Wouldn't surprise me. Oh, a very bad stop there for Leclerc, who had to got the rear jack back on. 5.3 second stop. That's going to cost him a lot there, as he's... Oh, welcome to the Stroll train. Oh. Yeah, that's a really bad stop. That cost him a lot. He's on the Stroll train now. Yeah. If it was a regular stop, he would be in front of the train just barely, but... Yeah. Goddamn. Ferrari Strat's gone bad again. Yeah, exactly. I have German Sky on the TV and you on the speakers. Better commentator. Thank you, TL. Thank you so much. Verstappen Team Radio. Tires really starting to drop, mate. That's very hard for Verstappen as he's getting... well, actually, the whole field is starting to get slower right now. 33 lap old hards for Verstappen, 22 lap old hards for Sainz. So that's an 11 lap difference, of course. Ricciardo trying to go for the move on Tsunoda. But yeah, they're starting to... Verstappen's really starting to struggle. He's going to have to do a 2-stop definitely for this race. Verstappen box. Oh, Verstappen's coming in. Ricciardo's trying to go around the outside on Tsunoda into turn 1. Does not manage to make it through. But Leclerc is really on the back of him. We are now seeing the Red Bull pit crew preparing to receive the ex-race leader, Max Verstappen, to fit on a new set of hard tires. Where is he going to come out? I think it's going to come out in front of Lewis Hamilton. No, behind Hamilton. Is he going to come behind Russell as well? Ooh, side by side with Hamilton, actually. Side by side. Hamilton's going to push him wide. And Hamilton is now ahead and into P2. He tried to do it, he tried to come out in front, but it was just not enough. Hamilton's now slowing, well, not slowing down, but Hamilton's now in front of Max Verstappen. That is seriously going to cost him a few seconds. If he wants to keep his race winning hopes alive, he has to get past Hamilton in the next 1 or 2 laps. That's some dangerous driving. That wasn't dangerous driving. 2021 flashbacks. No. Verstappen team radio. Yeah, that was Verstappen's not happy. He's not happy that Hamilton's in front of him now. Do you guys think that Vettel can be on P10 or better? Sorry, dude. Yeah, and that's Verstappen through. Hamilton is coming in. Box. Alonso still 2.2 seconds behind Ocon. Yeah, he's stretching those tires, dude. He's really stretching those tires, but he has to finish in front of Ocon. Has Ocon stopped? I don't think Ocon has stopped. Lap 45. He has to stop. Let me check. Ocon has stopped. Okay, so he stopped when Sainz did and when Russell did at the second BSC. Okay, so he did stop. On board with Leclerc. He got past Ricciardo and is now getting past Yuki Tsunoda into the final chicane there and into 10th place for Charles Leclerc on the new mediums. How many laps? 45 of 70 so far. Do you think Ricciardo will get points? I don't know, dude. It's a tough one. I don't know. It doesn't look likely. That's what I'm telling you. It doesn't look likely. New fastest lap there by Max Verstappen as Russell comes into the pits. Russell has stopped. The second Mercedes to stop. Hamilton is now in 4th place with a healthy gap to Ocon still. So that's he gets back on the podium with the Russell stop here, I am guessing. Good stop for Russell. Yes, Hamilton's now up into 3rd place. How many laps this race? 46 of 70 so far. Max is screaming down the racetrack. Yeah, he is. He's shrinking the gap, new fastest lap of the race, and getting closer to P1. 46 of 70 laps elapsed. Taking off my shoes. That's why I'm bobbing up and down. Yeah, I forgot that you can actually see me. Hope I didn't do anything too obscene, you know? Alpine screwed up big time. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't actually so big. I think he lost 1 place. I think Russell would have gotten him eventually. And Hamilton was already on his tail. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he definitely lost out there. Science Team Radio. Safety car window is open. What does that even mean? Yeah, 9.5 second stop. Sorry, you only lose 9.5 seconds per stop under BSC or under safety car. And that is Leclerc going side by side and in front of Bottas. He goes. He's got Stroll now up ahead. Zhou, sorry, not Bottas. Zhou. Yeah, Leclerc's up into P9. Yeah, Bottas and Stroll haven't pitted. Remember that. For the guy that asked about what are Bottas' chances, Bob. Yeah, too long of a surname, sorry. We're happy for you to push to the end, Verstappen just got told. Leclerc P9 getting past Lance Stroll right now into the final chicane. No! Oh yeah, Stroll's coming in. Stroll's finally coming in. Oh my. This is something to gawk at. Tsunoda's also in the pits, by the way. Yuki's coming. 4.1 second stop, a little bit of a slow stop, but 2.3 for Yuki. That's a good stop for the Japanese driver. Danny in P10. Yeah, I was wrong before. He's in the points now. We're gonna have to see about that strategy though. There are many strategies at play here. Many strategies. So we're gonna have to see how they play out. It's all gonna come down to the final 15 laps of the race, I think. Oh, yellow flag. Oh, and that is Yuki Tsunoda. He crashed in the pit exit. That's gonna be a safety car. He crashed in the pit exit. What happened there? And I have to see a replay of that. But yeah, Tsunoda's out. Our first crash of the race. Third DNF of this one. Yeah, yellow flags at the first sector. What's gonna be deployed? What's gonna be deployed? That's at least a safety car. Full on safety car. Yeah, there we go. Full on safety car. Now Carlos Sainz is gonna be coming in. Carlos Sainz is coming in. Oh yeah, what happened to Tsunoda? Just locked both front tires and went straight into the wall. That was a bit sad, to be honest. But yeah, Carlos is into the hards, and that is good for Alonso as well. He's shrinking that time, those gaps to Hamilton, to Russell, to Ocon. From Hamilton to Russell to Ocon, I mean. And he's on fresher tires, so that's going to be good for him as well, unless those decide to stop as well, and then it's going to be an even playing field. So Hamilton's not stopping, Russell's not stopping either. Yeah, he's not stopping either. Okay, so safety car. First safety car of the race. Cars are starting to bunch up. The lapped cars, that is. So we have Max leading from Sainz. Oh, Alonso and Ocon both into the pits. Ocon stopping for hards, and Alonso, first double stack of the season, is it? A new set of mediums. Bit of a medium slow stop, 3.8 seconds. Bottas is also into the pits. Job, with another donation, with one donation. Thank you so much for your donation. So he's out in front of Leclerc, by the way. So he didn't lose any positions there with that stop, which is good. Yeah, okay. So it's hunting time for them, I think. But he could have pushed on those hard tires, dude. He could have destroyed those hard tires and be right up in front of Russell now. Ah! Damn it. What happened to Tsunoda? He just went straight through and into the wall. I honestly don't know what happened. I was gonna push towards the end of the race. Alonso and Ocon, both of them. Sainz for the win, says Racing Statistics. 6 lap fresher tires. Let's see. Let's go and see the replay there. What happened to Yuki? It just blocked the front tires and went straight into the wall. That was a very, very stupid crash. I mean, I don't know what happened. You reckon Charles will win this race with the safety car being deployed? Charles is in 7th, and no, I don't think he can win this race. I definitely cannot see him doing that. Hamilton and Russell and Verstappen and Carlos are faster, are at the same speed pretty much that he has been on, and are in front. So perhaps he can get past the two Mercedes, but I don't think he can get past Carlos and Verstappen. I mean, the Red Bull B team crashed when the Golden Boy needed it most. No, Verstappen didn't even stop. Didn't. That doesn't even make sense. Sainz was benefited greatly from the crash there, so that doesn't make much sense what you said right there. But whatever. What are the total laps? 70. Lap cars are being let through. I don't know. No, I don't think they are. I don't think they are. Um, 2021 flashback of what? Flashback of what? Canada? There wasn't ever Canada race in 2021. Guys, what are you doing for driver of the day? That's a good discussion. We still have 20 laps to go, so a lot can happen in 20 laps. But so far, who has been your driver of the day? Mine could be Hamilton. He's done a pretty solid race. Leclerc could also be a contender there. Hamilton Team Radio? Okay, so Hamilton has been allowed to push to the end of the race pretty much. Science driver of the day if he wins. Yeah, if he wins, science driver of the day, definitely. It is definitely not driver of the day. Latifi. Goddamn. Okay, so lapped cars, I think, are gonna let through. Yes. Lapped cars may overtake. That's 20. So that is Magnussen, Stroll. 10 is Gasly. 23 is Yuki, I think. 4 is Ricciardo. And 6 is Latifi. 23 Salvon. 23 Salvon. 4 is Norris. And 6 is Latifi. Okay. So yeah, from Magnussen down, they cannot go through. Magnussen, Stroll, Gasly, Albon, Norris, and Latifi. Go Tiffy. Sorry, my bad. Completely messed that one up. Go Tiffy. Ryan got the numbers wrong again. No, I got them right. I got them right. I fixed them there in the end when I realized something was a bit off. Where are we unlapping? Is there a safety car? Yeah, dude, you missed it. There's a safety car because Tsunoda went straight into the wall at the pit exit. I don't know why, but he did. Is it green flag? Not yet. No, lap drivers are just being let through. Why unlap? To make the field clearer, so drivers can join the back of the queue and racing can be resumed to give everyone equal opportunity, pretty much. Yeah, I think we're gonna get an extra lap here of safety car, and that's gonna be it perhaps at the end of this lap. Safety car ending. There we go. Safety cars in this lap. Thanks for the commentary, brother. Thank you, SNXW. It's a smart crash. Japanese always do smart things only, says Kiban Fernando. Nice, nice. Yeah, safety car is ending at the end of this lap. Gotif is not lapped. Yeah, of course he's not. He's at the front of the back. Ocon, Fernando is faster than you. Thank you, my shank. My yank. Thank you so much for your donation, dude. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see that though. Still. So, safety car is coming in at the end of this lap. Let me drink a little bit of water to be ready for the restart. No more back pain? Wow, almost like you were lying, says someone there. Oh, I missed the message, Tim. I missed the name. Yeah, I don't know. Hamilton hasn't complained about back pain this race. Don't know if it has anything to do with the podium, but Max is leading the pack. Everyone is right behind. When he decides to go, we go. Ocon, Alonso, Leclerc, and Bottas on the mediums. The top four are on the hards. Vettel to Magnussen on the hards as well. Stroll's on the medium, and we are racing again. Verstappen leads from Sainz, from Hamilton, from Russell, Ocon, Alonso, Leclerc, Bottas, Vettel, and Zhou. It is a clean racing into turn one. Sainz is right on the back of the gearbox of Max Verstappen, but there's a healthy lead there around the back. Alonso's already getting side by side with his teammate Esteban Ocon. Alonso is getting really close to that P5. Is he going to get the move done? Then we have Leclerc right on the back on P7. He's also going to try and steal some positions away from the French cars there in front. Alonso's getting very close. It's the closest car that we have to the one in front, with Leclerc on the back of him as well. Leclerc is getting extremely close to the two-time world champion on that Ferrari. No DRS yet, so no overtakes with that. For 2 laps, we will not have the arrest after the safety car. So they have to keep the gaps in order to use the arrest to the end of that lap, to the end of, well, next lap. So this lap is almost concluding. Lap 55 of 70. Verstappen is still leading 9/10 of a second the gap to Carlos Sainz, and 1.6 to Hamilton, 2.8 to Russell, 3.6 to Ocon. And that is going side by side, Zhou and Yu with Sebastian Vettel trying to get it done. He does not manage to get it over and dusted with Zhou stays in P10 with 15 laps to go here. We have Verstappen leading still from Carlos Sainz, which is 0.8 of a second behind him. Sainz for P1, Sainz for P1. 9.7 seconds is the gap now. He has to keep it under 1 second. Oh, he just went over 1 second. But DRS opens, I think, in the next lap. The end of this lap, we will get DRS. Leclerc's right on the back of Alonso. 0.5 of a second there is the gap between those two. Sainz lost his DRS. Yes, he did. Yes, he did, Jose. Okay, yeah. Leclerc is right on the back of Fernando Alonso. Fernando has to get DRS this lap in order to... Oh, a little bit of sparks from the bottom of the Ferrari there. Around the back straight. DRS is gonna be activated right now. Max Verstappen is already across the line and DRS is active. Fastest lap of the Grand Prix for Carlos Sainz. Blow up the safety car. Why? DRS is enabled. Yes, DRS is enabled indeed. Zhou gets past Sebastian Vettel, and Zhou is up into P9 right now. Great race for him. Alex Albon is past Pierre Gasly, and Stroll is past Magnussen. Stroll is up into P12. Alex Albon is up into P14. DRS open for Fernando Alonso on Esteban Ocon, who is on P5 right now. Sainz ain't gonna overtake Verstappen even with DRS, says Don Manson. We're gonna have to see about that. Why are we seeing a replay of Zhou? Come on, show me the action. It was super close there up in front. Fastest second sector by Carlos Sainz. Carlos with DRS on Verstappen. Oh, almost side by side into turn 14. DRS once again. I don't think there's enough space there, but he is extremely close. New fastest lap of the race for Carlos Sainz as Alex Albon gets past Kevin Magnussen, dropping another place for the Danish driver, and Pierre Gasly getting past Lando Norris and up into P15. Sorry. Carlos Sainz, new fastest lap of this race. 0.6 is now the gap to him. Alonso 0.7 behind his teammate, but Leclerc's 0.4 of a second behind Fernando Alonso. Ocon team radio. If for some reason Fernando does come past, let's make sure Leclerc doesn't. He just got told. Come through as well, so they just cannot get the luxury of that. They cannot. Oh, Leclerc's past Alonso. Oh, that's not good. Leclerc's past Alonso's down into P7. Sainz and Verstappen are still battling for the lead. 0.6 of a second now the gap as they come across the line. Carlos Sainz with the DRS getting closer and closer to Max Verstappen. 0.5 of a second the gap to the guy in front. Did I freeze? I think I'm fine. I think I'm fine. Yeah. Do you guys hear me okay? Okay, well, I guess you're gonna listen to me. Can you listen to me? Can you listen to me, guys? Radio check, radio check. Radio check, you're good now. Okay. Yeah, 0.5 of a second still the gap between Verstappen and Carlos Sainz. Second sector, fastest second sector for Carlos Sainz. Is he gonna set a new fastest lap of the race here? Yeah, but it's too far back just to make it through into turn 14. Still very close into turn 1, Carlos. Oh, Leclerc goes straight on. Okay, he's now behind Ocon again. Yeah, Leclerc starting to outbrake himself. He's starting to push too far, perhaps. Engine problem for Fernando. Perhaps an engine problem for Fernando? Oh yeah, perhaps he's falling back. Is it a... Oh yeah, Alonso's falling back on Leclerc. A little bit. He's maintaining the gap 9/10 of a second. Over a second now. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Carlos Sainz just getting extremely close to that Red Bull, but not enough to make the overtake. Another DRS zone into turn 1. And the gap, yeah, it's literally the same. It's a replay of last lap. Oh, Leclerc got past Ocon. Leclerc goes past Ocon, and Ocon's now on P6, Alonso P7. Yeah, into the hairpin. Nice move around the inside, very clean. Very clean. Leclerc's up into P5. Great move. Great strategy for Ferrari today. Iñaki Rueda must have been fired there. Okay, Alonso's 4/10 of a second behind Ocon. Carlos Sainz still in second place, 9 laps remaining. 8 laps in just a few seconds. Lap 62, 8 laps to go. Four-tenths of a second between Ocon and Alonso. Alonso might be making the move shortly. 6/10 of a second now. Gap's widened a little bit. New fastest first sector for Max Verstappen. Yeah, opening the gap. Verstappen there almost over 1 second. The gap there 9 point. Oh yeah, it's over a second now. So I think Sainz has let go of that position. No DRS for Carlos Sainz now. Yeah, Hamilton and Russell, the gap is widening a little bit. It's widened for around, yeah, about 1 second in the past 2-3 laps between Russell and Hamilton. What's the DRS range? 1 second? Yes, 1 second. And it's now close under the DRS range. It's 0.86 seconds. The Ocon train becoming a real thing now. Both have the same car, so it's not going to be easy for Alonso to overtake, and a bit of a train start to develop, so he can't let him through. Leclerc P5, closing the gap to Russell, by the way. DRS open for Carlos. How many laps left? 7 laps, 6. Very shortly. 6 laps to go. Oh, Lance Stroll going side by side onto Ricciardo onto turn 14, sorry, and he manages to make the move stick on that is both McLaren side of the points. Vettel will be investigated for a safety car infringement after the race. Ocon's just getting in the way for no reason. He could have let Alonso by. He's got a quicker pace on medium tires. Yeah, but the thing is, if he lets him by, it's hard not to let the rest of the pack by too. They're really close behind. Bottas is right on the back of Alonso. And Zhou on the back of him. If it was a bigger gap, perhaps that would be the case, but yeah. Another repeat of 10 laps ago. Varrock with another donation that won Russell to beat Hamilton. Sad face. Yeah, Hamilton's done an amazing race today. He's had a lot of luck with the strategy and is up into the podium places. Thank you so much for your donation, dude. Yeah, I don't know why we keep seeing this when there's a much more interesting fight around the back. We're still looking at the battle in the front. Okay, let me manually switch to driver number 14. There we go. Change the audio track to English so that I don't miss anything. And yeah, there we go. We're good now. I need to pee. And I'm a little bit hungry, but I need to pee mostly. Which lap is it now? I think it's lap 64. 5 laps left. 5 laps left. Fernando Alonso on the back of Ocon going into turn 1. Stroll overtook Ricciardo. Yes, a few laps ago. 2 laps ago, I think. The 2015 Toro Rosso is battling for the lead. Toro Rosso driver. Oh yeah, of course, the Toro Rosso lineup. Verstappen and Carlos Sainz, yeah. Hello, who is the winner? We don't know yet. The race hasn't stopped. It hasn't finished, sorry. Jose Martinez say Max Verstappen, the new Minister of Defense. Yeah, they're not letting Alonso by. Alonso's complaining that he is faster than Ocon. And they're saying stay right behind because yeah, Bottas is very close, but Alonso cannot get past, and he's costing Alonso a lot of points there, and perhaps even a shot at P5 or getting close to the top of the pack. Damn. Need to switch the earphones. This one's hurting a little bit. There we go. So Sainz still holds the fastest lap of the race on P2. The gap is now 9/10 of a second. Distance between Russell and Charles, it's 2.7 seconds. Yeah, I think it's a complete waste to not let Alonso through, but I understand it's dangerous. But come on, dude. Come on. Let him by at the end of the race, at least. Final lap or something. Did it make crash or did it have a technical issue? It was an engine malfunction. The car stopped in the middle of the track. Hamilton, radio, please. He hasn't said anything. Why is Alonso so far back from P2? Because stupid Alpine non-strategies. He's even behind Ocon. I don't know how. Yeah, I had to save those tires a lot. He couldn't even push to get close to on the hard stint. He was told to save those tires as much as he could to the end of the race, but then everyone pitted. I don't know why he came in. He shouldn't have come in. He had the tires to go to the end of the race, but whatever. He could have defended there in the end from like P4. Perhaps lost 1 or 2 places, but now he's lost like 4 now. And is on the verge of losing even more. Goddamn. Still, we have Carlos Sainz right on the back of Max Verstappen. Still 0.6 of a second is the gap. What happened to Schumacher? He had an engine problem. Had to stop. And Magnussen, his race was completely devastated. His last. His lower than Latifi. Yeah, 1 lap to go. They're telling them to keep the 7th place. They're telling Alonso to keep the 7th place. Cannot believe this. Yeah, Latifi's not last, so just another display of greatness by King Latifi. Even though he's 11 seconds off the pack, but whatever. He's not last. Last lap has just started. Final lap of this race. Yeah, Alpine threw away a podium. Completely agree with that statement. Del Esteban to defend like a lion. Yeah, literally. 4 tenths of a second the gap from Alonso to Ocon. I think he's going to let him through this lap, or well, he's going to overtake him this lap. My God. What a disgrace. What a disgrace. Yeah, what a way to throw away a podium. Whatever. Yeah, Max is holding back the Ferrari of Carlos Sainz. 1.3 seconds is now the gap out of DRS range for this final DRS zone. Yeah, Sainz is giving up on that one. Well, he's got DRS still, but the graph says it's over DRS limit. And that is Max Verstappen coming across the line to finish this race in first position. Carlos Sainz goes home in second place. Then it's Lewis Hamilton in third with a podium for the Mercedes team. George Russell will be in fourth place. Will come home in fourth. Around the back, we have a really close fight between Alonso and Valtteri Bottas. Who's going to finish in front? Alonso seems to have the edge there. Yeah, P7 for Alonso. P7. P8 for Bottas. P9 for Zhou. Great weekend for the Alfa Romeo team. Decent weekend for Alpine. Could have been so much more. But a good recovery drive for Leclerc. That's going to gain him some... Yeah, that's going to gain the team some decent points that they needed to close the gap on the Constructors' Championship to Verstappen with Perez's DNF there. So it's a decent weekend for Ferrari. It's a decent weekend for Leclerc, for Ferrari, for Red Bull, for Max Verstappen as well. It's a bad weekend for Alpine, a good weekend for Alfa Romeo, a bad weekend for McLaren. Yeah, so that's it. Verstappen finishes in front of Sainz, Hamilton, Russell, Leclerc, Ocon, Alonso, Bottas, Zhou, and Stroll rounds out the points. Stroll getting that extra 10th place point. And yeah, that is pretty much it. King Chu says, I like to wish Verstappen fans a very happy P1, a bittersweet P2 for Sainz, and a happy P3 for Hamilton. Vamos, he says. Yeah, a decent race here. A bit of a strategy intense race. 3 safety cars to be a season, an actual safety car. Thank you so much, King Chu, for your donation. Of course, it really does help us out a ton. Thank you so much to everyone who watched this race with us here today. Let me know what you think about the face cam. Should we keep it? Should we just scrap it? Let me know. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, make sure to leave a like on the screen, subscribe to the channel. And as always, yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I think that's gonna be it for me today. And yeah, thank you so much for sticking around. All right. I think that's gonna be it for me today. And bye bye.